Hey guys, it's Jen from over at worldofjencraft.com, and this is our project for today. So first off, I want to apologize for the sound quality. My battery ran out of my microphone and I'm not quite sure how to replace it right now because my hubby was the one who set it all up for me. That's kind of one of the, I guess, drawbacks to kind of getting used to my new microphone setup. I did a video before this one and realized after the fact that I ran the battery out, but I still had it plugged into my camera. So all these technical difficulties, but I'm going to bring this project to you anyways. So this is it. Isn't this cute? So this is a little envelope gift card holder, and it was created using the envelope punch board. So I have to admit I have not purchased it yet. However, I was on Pinterest the other day and saw some really cute projects that I wanted to make, and of course they were made using the envelope punch board. However, my BFF happens to have one and she let me borrow it. So I'm going to be putting it on my next order. It is just... there's so many cute things out there. So if you either don't have it, go on Pinterest and do a search on it and see how many different things there are out there. It's crazy. You can do so much with it. If you do have one and haven't really played around with it, I highly encourage you to just kind of browse around Pinterest and see what you can do with it. Get that thing out, dust it off, and have some fun. Let's get to the supplies and I will show you how to make this. It's so stinking simple and yeah, so let's get on. What is this? Whisper White Baker's Twine. Pool Party Shimmer Ribbon. I'm down to my very end of this. Early Espresso is the ink that I used for this. The Hexagons embossing folder, but this would be so cute either not embossed or with whatever embossing folder you have on hand. I just, you know me and my hexagons. Hedgehugs is the stamp set that I used, but I also took the sentiment from Fruit Basket for this one. Layering Circles Framelits. A Daffodil Delight Stampin' Write marker. I did find that this worked better than the alcohol, the Stampin' Blends, especially with using it with the Early Espresso pad. And then, of course, the envelope punch board. The cardstock that I use, look at this. It's like, it's seriously next to nothing. So I used a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 crumb cake cardstock, and then a scrap for stamping our little hedgehog on it because we're going to cut him out. And then Pool Party is a 2.5 inch circle. Daffodil Delight is 2 3/8 inch. And Whisper White is 2 1/8. Let's pull out our punch board and I'll show you how this bad boy works. It's seriously, it's cool. I have the gift bag punch board, which I absolutely love, but man, this is kind of fun. So, first of all, I know it's probably kind of hard for you guys to see, but you have all of these different dimensions here, sorry about the glare, for the different card sizes. This can go up to a 6 by 8.5 card size, which is an 11 by 11.5 by 11.5 piece of paper. The project that I found on Pinterest was for a 3 by 3 card size. So you just come over here and you look at your little 3 by 3, and it tells you you need a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 piece of paper. And then it even tells you where to score at, which is 2 5/8, and it has all these little measurements up here. So let's start off, and I'm just going to line this up with the 2 5/8 inch line. And I'm going to punch and then take the little bone folder that comes with it, and we're just going to score down this line. And we're going to turn it, line it up with your 2 5/8, and this also helps here so you're lined up with that score line with this little piece that comes out. So we're going to punch and score. Line it up, punch and score, and then line it up one more time And this time we are only going to punch. We're not going to score this last line. So then you'll take your punch board all the way around to this back side now, and you're going to just put your cardstock in here, and that is going to round each of the corners. Just like that. Now we're going to just take our little bone folder here, and we're going to crease each of these lines. Then, using adhesive, and I used a little bit stronger adhesive, so I just used the Fast Fuse, which I'm going to be so sad when this is no longer available in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. I've really come to love that stuff. So I'm going to fold in both of my little sides here. As you see, there's not a score line up here at the top, so we're not going to fold this one. But we are folding in these, and then this is going to come over the top, and that is going to create our little pouch. How stinking clever is that? Let's grab out our embossing folder and the Big Shot. And the reason I am, well, there's a couple reasons. It just happened to work out this way. Because the 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 is too large for this particular embossing folder, you could do it with the 6 by 6 embossing folders. But because this one is smaller, I went ahead and just folded everything up ahead of time, and it fit. So I'm using the original platform that came with my Big Shot. Yes, I took the sticker off. Don't ask why. I guess it just bugged me. I thought it was supposed to come off, but apparently it's not. So that's just going to go on there. We're going to put one plate on top of it because it is the dynamic textured embossing folder. So that's all you need is this platform and one plate on top. If you have the magnetic platform is just a little bit thicker than the original one, and it won't work through it. So just kind of keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through, and it does get a little bit sticky, but it's not horrible. It's not like I'm straining it or